Hey everybody, this is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you from downtown Manila in the Philippines with another wonderful guest for 15 minutes of fame. It's an awesome guest in the same business as what I'm in, actually. And she might even do it better than us. She's written a book on the subject, so she knows a little bit. Um, but guys, if you want your 15 minutes of fame, why not reach out? This will be the last episodes we're doing this month. But the good news is next month we've got our new one coming back up. It's called Stars on Spotlight. So if you want to be a star on Spotlight, reach out. Think about it. $50,000 for a big TV commercial, which people probably go to the toilet or make a cup of coffee while it's on. Radio spots, 10 of those, set you back about $5,000, and they might put them on at 2 o'clock in the morning. No one hears them. But with 15 minutes of fame or stars on Spotlight, we'll put you across 14 different social media channels and make you famous all over the world, all totally free. Anyway, we're not here for that. We're here to talk about our next guest. And let me have a look, put myself under the spotlight myself here where I can read this stuff. We have, I should have asked, we have the lovely Jessica. And Jessica's got a mouthful of a last name. The last name, Jessica, please, is?
Eddowes.
Eddowes. Not as bad as it sounds, guys. Jessica
No.
Eddowes. Lovely name. It just flows. Jessica's a digital marketer. Her agency is Forte Agency. The 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐫𝐬.com. So reach out, have a look, guys. In fact, more so, hop on the phone, have a chat and see what Jessica can do to help you in your business. We all need help, guys, including you. Okay, she's in the industry for a little time. She's telling me she's been doing this well over 20 years. Can you believe that, guys? Right? A group of passionate experts in digital marketing, web development, mobile app development, the whole nine yards, guys, graphic design, video production, you name it. They'll try and do it for you, and they'll do it for you well, particularly with AI coming along. Jess is a bit of an expert in that area, and she'll tell you about that in a moment. But they want to help, like us, they want to help small to medium-sized business so they can focus on their business. If you're a baker, guys, get back in the kitchen and bake bread, and then we'll make clients come through the door. That's what you need. If you're a plumber, you're under the sink. How the hell do you answer your phone and get new business while you're under the sink? You can't. So, and think about it, because I tell people this all the time. It's 18 people to build a house, carpenters, plumbers, concreters, electricians. So that's to build a house. And here you are trying to build a business on your own. Doesn't make a lot of sense, guys. Get some help. Get a mentor, get some help. Her personal motto or philosophy, instinct fact about herself is she's an engineer. I didn't know that. Have I got the right? Have I got the right? This looks like the bio, almost a bio of them. Were you an engineer, Jessica?
Nope.
No. For some unknown reason, it's picked up. I was just saying, say this at the bottom. It's picked up the bio of someone else, my previous guest. I don't know how that's happened. It's on the one form. That's weird. Anyway, so it's thrown that part in there. How the hell did that happen? It blows my mind. That one line, right? Anyway, her agency is the Forte Agency on Facebook, guys. So in spite of all the muck-ups, nothing's ever perfect, guys. Let me introduce to you the lovely Jessica. How are you, Jessica, this evening?
I am amazing. Thank you for having me. And how are you?
Right. Is that in the background there? Is that a book or just a little I am what's it? Yeah, that
It
one.
says it says I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right.
I like that. I'm going to pinch that.
Thank you.
I tell
Yes, please
people, and
repeat.
true
Yeah,
story, I never argue, guys, because I'm right to start with, but I don't argue. I debate,
that's right.
and nothing wrong. With a healthy debate.
No,
And you can
and
both,
that,
long as you both walk away happy. That's the key. That's the key to it all, right?
yep,
Intelligent people debate. They don't argue.
and that's
Um,
right.
yeah.
I
So,
just want I just want to be right, or I want you to be right.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Yep. And you can learn a lesson from it every day. Um,
Yep.
Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path, Jessica, all those years ago. Where did it all start?
So I was actually going to pre-med at Creighton University in Omaha, and I ended up getting sick, and I lost my grant, and I had to leave school. And I met a woman, and she said, "The internet is the future," and this was 1998. And I said, "Okay, I'll try it," because my only other option was to go home to South Dakota and work in the post office. And
right?
so I thought this internet thing sounded a lot better than going and working for the post office.
Yeah,
So
better than licking stamps, isn't it?
absolutely, absolutely. I was gonna be putting envelopes in boxes overnight and sorting mail. So this sounded a lot more fun, and it ended up being everything I never knew I always wanted. And
Yeah, it's awesome.
marketing ended up being my true calling.
Yeah, and the
And
good, yeah, I understand this. You haven't got a job, you've got a passion.
absolutely, that 100%. And which is why um Forte, so Forte Agency, because marketing is my forte.
Love that. Love it.
Yeah.
Nice play on words. I like that.
Thank you.
What's been the most challenging aspect of your work and how have you overcome that?
I think the most challenging aspect of my work is the fact that nothing ever stays the same. The playing field is always moving,
Absolutely.
and you have to, so, kind of like in Star Trek, you had to be able, in order to be able to travel time, you had to be able, space was moving.
Yeah,
The
correct.
internet is always moving, digital is always moving,
That's right.
and you have to double time in order to stay ahead of the game.
Yeah, the other thing too, to remind you guys, sometimes
Mhm.
old becomes new again. So don't forget some of the old stuff that you've learned all those years ago. You can bring it
Absolutely.
back. Like for example, sending people a real letter.
Yeah,
that
right.
stuff works, guys. Right?
It does. It does. It's amazing how much handwritten letters. I still have clients who send handwritten thank you notes, and it's amazing the response.
Absolutely. Pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, tell us about an important moment in your career that changed the direction in which you're going.
Oh, well, I
Probably that pivotal
explained
moment
how.
all those years ago was one of them.
Yep. So there's one here so one moment that I actually realized everything was different. Um, Actually, I've got a couple of them, and I'm going to go to a more recent one, which is I went to a Tony Robbins business mastery
Mhm.
2 years in April. And what I heard there was that I was not going to be replaced by AI, but I was going to be replaced by somebody who used AI.
Absolutely.
And at that moment, I went, because before that, I was scared.
Yeah.
I had fear.
Of what? Of AI?
Yeah, just I was, and before, it was still new.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
crazy, but it was one of those things where I said, you know what? Just like with everything else in the internet, you have to learn it and you have to be on top. And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna let people win. I've been doing this so long. I'm not gonna lose now. So I pivoted heavily and really started to dig
reap
into
the,
AI,
and reap the
learn.
rewards. Yeah. And good thing is, guys, AI, if you don't know already, guys, AI will actually train you. Ask AI a question, it'll give you the answers if you're willing to learn. If you do it, even 30 minutes a day, guys, will change your life. I promise you, you know.
I've
Um,
done things like I do custom GPTs and things like that. Like one of the ones
yes,
that I've created is a custom CFO. And I've dropped my personality profile into the CFO. I've dropped my financials. I've dropped all these different things in there. And now it's my financial advisor who knows all about my business, all about me, and all about my financials. So when I talk to it, I say, help me avoid pitfalls that I would naturally come into because of my personality profile.
yes, yes.
And so
Yeah.
and so it actually helps me to avoid things based on that.
Yeah, I'm a risk taker, so it'd be a big help to me. I've always been a risk taker, but yeah, it's all part of
Yeah.
the fun, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Going back to the challenging aspect of your work, I'll tell you one of my challenges is, and probably yours too, is getting people to understand they have to invest in their business. You can't just
That's
roll along like what worked yesterday doesn't always work tomorrow. You got to be prepared to grow and learn and invest in your business. Get some help, for goodness sake, right?
You always have to have a risk tolerance as well.
Yeah, correct, correct. Um,
Yep.
Now, tell me, in your opinion, what are the key qualities that you believe have helped contribute to your success? Probably your willingness to learn, I would imagine.
That is my willingness to work to learn and the willingness to work hard.
Yeah, that's it. And the other one, guys, is turn up. That's a
Yeah.
big one. Just turn up,
Yeah.
right?
Show up, turn up.
Yeah,
So Yeah. Well, and I've been showing up for, 27 years and
Yeah, well, apparently years ago, Winston Churchill, they put on this big dinner, and back in the day, it was about £2,000, even back then.
Mm,
And all these dignitaries all turned up, and he kept them waiting for about an hour and a half. He's probably out the back drinking. Anyway, he turns up, he walks on the stage, and they're waiting for this big speech, motivational talk, and he walks in and says, "Never, never give up. Good night and thank you." And he walks off again. That's what they paid the money for. But worth every penny. Think about it.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I learned from a coach. I'll tell you one that cost me $20,000, and I've only just learned to use it in the last couple of years, even though I got
Mm,
it 40 years ago. And
mm,
it was this: you don't know what you don't know. And I remind myself every day now,
yeah.
every day. It's a good one because and that I had that coach. It cost me $20,000. That's all I learned from him, but it was a good one. I appreciate it now. I didn't appreciate it then.
Absolutely. That is a great one. Absolutely.
Yeah, lesson learned. Jesse, you're a natural, but how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field?
I I actually stay motivated from the passion of helping people. So
Yes,
I
it's a buzz, isn't it?
Yeah, oh my gosh. So that's one of the reasons why I love helping small and medium-sized businesses because you can really see what you're doing in their lives, right? I have brought so many clients from ramen to steak, you know what I mean? Just from a
Sure,
place where
I like
they
that.
were not thank you, where they were not thriving in their business in any way. And because they weren't investing or they weren't investing with the right company, and all of a sudden you come along and you're like, okay, we're going to readjust, here's how we're going to do it, you move them forward, and all of a sudden, you know I'm able to see them 4, 5, 6 years later because they're still working with me,
Mhm.
and now their business is 5, 6, 7 times bigger than it was, and it's just they're instead of ramen, they're having steak. Instead of, they're able to send their
They
kids
have a
out, and
choice. Ramen's good, but
yeah.
you have it
Yeah.
you have it when you feel like having it, not because you have to have it.
Right, exactly. Not because you're forced to. And and it's also because they're all of a sudden they're able to hire more people and they're helping their communities, and it
Yeah,
just
lovely.
grows,
Yeah, it does.
and
Yeah,
that's what motivates me, is just watching helping other people fulfill their dreams and watching how it impacts them and their communities.
yeah. We say here, and you probably know it too. We take people from suspect that they're thinking about it to prospect to
Hmm.
client to
Hmm.
a friend. We love having friends, and then to raving fans.
Hmm.
That's the journey, guys. And when they become your friends, it's so much fun. It's not about business, it's about life, and how you improve their quality of life. And you can learn from them as well. I took a chappie years ago. I took a chappie from, I remember the number, $167,000 a year in his
Hmm.
dad's garage to currently
Hmm.
today $7 million.
Whoop,
Right?
whoop.
But that was over 20 years, guys. It wasn't overnight.
Yeah.
And I added 4 words to his website and made him $1 million. 4 words to his website. You know, let me tell you all that story one day. Um,
I want to know the 4 words.
well, they were. I'll give it to you very quickly.
Yeah.
If you've got a competitor, say
Yeah.
100 miles away, you're a caterer, right? You're in the food business. You've got a competitor 100 miles away that you don't service, right?
Mhm.
You don't service. He's got a really nice website. You ring him up and you say, John, this is Jeff here. What I want you to do, I want you to put it on your website, now open in Salt Lake City with my phone number. And he goes, why would I do that? Because I'm going to put now open in Chicago with your phone number. And the World Wide
Mm.
Web, we can't stop it. So when people see my website with your phone number and your area on it, they're going to ring you. And from that, guys, I got 30 calls a week, and I converted, you never get them all. I converted 1 in 3 in the food business. So I
Mhm.
made $5,000 a week from a website I did not own for 15 years.
That's amazing.
1.5 million for adding 6 words of invoice. And it was um, staff booking fee, because we had staff to go to your function, and I had 100 of them. But when you rang up for a party, I said, okay, I'll get you some staff from the agency. Do you need staff, or are you going to do it yourself? And they said, oh, no, we need staff, Jeff. I said, good. Well, they charge a $20 booking fee. Is that okay? Sure, Jeff. So I got $40 a function, 50 functions a week, $2,000 a week, cash money, $100,000 a year. Again, for 15 years, you know.
Right.
And
Yes.
I got that from a book. And the book was, it's a nice book, How to Make Money Out of Thin Air. Great book. Okay.
I'm
Tell us a recent project or achievement you're particularly proud of, Jess. I'm sure you got a few. Tell us one you're particularly proud of.
I'm gonna go with the most recent one, I think. I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love the
Yeah.
cover.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So AI wrecking balls. So get on top or
I
get
love the size of the book and I love it. Is that almost A4, Jess, or what?
yes, yes, A4. That's
Yeah,
right.
lovely. Fantastic.
I figured, we all need to I'm getting the age. I have
I love
myself.
it
I
too. I love
wanted to
the
make
big
sure
writing. I
people
saw that
could,
straight away.
yeah,
Fantastic. Well done.
wanted
Well
people to
done.
be able to read it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Who put it together for you? You put it. You obviously come up with it. Did you pay someone to do it, or you did it from start to scratch yourself?
I did it. Yeah, I did it myself.
Fantastic. Proud of you. Very good.
Yeah.
How
So
long has it
thank
been
you.
out for now?
It went out in August.
All right. And where does one get it? The usual places,
Amazon.
Amazon, etc.
Yeah,
Okay.
Amazon.
On
Yep.
Audible
And
yet?
and the cool part is for free on the back. There's a little QR code, and there's two workbooks that you can actually get for free.
Lovely.
I want,
I'm gonna go to the bookshop and just gonna scan the QR code and not spend any money. No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah, right. Well, here, if anybody wants to scan it, this is what it looks like.
Fantastic. Lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, this
QR
actually, I want
QR
to say
codes
it's
are
like
great.
$2. It's not that much.
Yeah.
I
No,
tried to make it really accessible.
yeah, good. No, and guys, you've all got a book in you, so write your story. I haven't written mine yet, but I always figured end up in a science fiction story because the stuff I've
Yeah.
done is it's like science fiction, believe me. Uh,
I'm sure it would be great.
yeah. Tell us, what advice would you give someone coming along and want to come into your footsteps? What would you tell them?
Keep learning and don't be afraid.
Yeah, I tell them get a mentor like you. And I tell them just like for you, the internet was a big thing. Now's you know what they're paying huge money, guys, to prompting engineers,
Yeah.
and you can get the information from by putting the prompt into the chat yourself. But
Yeah.
so, guys, if you want to become a prompting engineer overnight, ChatGPT and other AI things are your friend, right? So, if you're a young person,
Yeah.
get on the AI bandwagon right now. You can take your laptop and travel the world.
Mhm.
Um, Looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, Jessica?
To continue to, I'm just looking to help as many people as I can. That's my biggest thing is to help
Yeah,
and you know,
it
to
just comes natural, doesn't it? What goes around comes around.
yeah, I just want to keep helping. I just want to keep helping impact people. That's the fun part for me.
Yeah, I
And
tell,
you know, and my kids.
lovely. Yeah, I tell people we're zebras in a world full of horses. We're givers, in other words, we're givers in a world full of
Mhm.
takers, right? So, guys, be a giver. Even a
Yeah.
smile can help change someone's life, guys. Um, Tell us, how can our listeners and people watching reach out and connect with you, please, Jess? What's the best way?
Best way to get a hold of me is LinkedIn is probably one of the best ways, or you can also find me on Facebook, Jessica Fontana Eddowes on both.
Right, sounds awesome. Before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
Fun fact, I took a year hiatus and I wrote, directed, acted in, and did the first cut of a movie that's on YouTube.
Awesome. And the name of the movie is?
Is Seeds of Grace.
Tell us again.
Seeds of Grace.
Awesome. Seeds of Grace, huh? Interesting. I have to have
Yeah,
a look at that. It
yeah.
sounds like fun.
It,
Jesse, you've been an awesome guest. Thank you very much for being on the show today. And
thank you for
guys,
having
if you want your 15 minutes of fame, please feel free to reach out and don't forget to like, love, subscribe to this channel, and you're going to meet lots of interesting characters just like Jessica who can actually help change your life. So spend a few minutes, go onto YouTube, have a look, and have a look at Jesse's bio. And if you feel that she can give some help, and I'm sure she can, reach out. It's going to cost you nothing to have a virtual cup of coffee. or pop along to Amazon and grab the book. I'm sure you won't regret it. Thanks very much for being on the show, Jessica. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Take care.